Welcome to Political by Design. I'm Leslie Clarke. I'm the host of this show, and I want to start by saying sorry because the last episode I think I released in April. This is too long. There has been a lot going on in my life. I got married in May. Then I took on a new job at Pride Community Foundation. I have the honor of leading this nonprofit organization as their CEO. And this is alongside the work I do at my design studio, C Brand. And obviously, there has been a lot going on politically. And oh my lord, I kid you not, every single time I try to sit down and, come up with ideas for a new episode, 2 hours later, my research was completely outdated because things are developing so rapidly. So this episode is really intended to reconnect, to reset, to find a new rhythm going forward and get our conversation back on track because there is a lot we have to talk about. Today, as you see, I don't have a guest, and so I don't want to waffle on for too long. Just a few things I want to share with you, observations, feelings, because I think what is going on at the moment is unprecedented. I think it is fair to say that, all eyes on America. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is, I think, the most talented communicator the left has to offer right now. Newsom is the only politician right now who's able to land key messages in right-wing TV shows and podcasts. And this is not just important for winning elections. This is important for shaping and controlling the narrative. This is a long-term strategy. If you want to control the narrative and want to shape it, then this is an essential skill and exactly what the Democrats didn't manage to pull off in 2024. Before we talk any further, I want to show you a video he released some time ago that really shows how good he and his team are.
It is a 5-alarm fire for democracy in the United States of America. Donald Trump, who's trying to light a torch on democracy, continue to try to rig the election. His agenda is failing. His presidency is failing. He knows the headwinds in a midterm. Now he's dialing up for seats. He called Greg Abbott, who doesn't have the courage, doesn't have the conscience, and he has rolled over and he said, yes, sir, and. So we have got to step up. We tried to play by a higher set of standards and rules with our independent redistricting, and we believe in that. We are talking about emergency measures to respond to what's happening in Texas, and we will nullify what happens in Texas. We will pick up 5 seats with the consent of the people, and that's the difference between the approach we're taking and the approach they're taking. There are no rules for Donald Trump. And this is a serious moment in American history. And so we are here to meet this moment head on. We will not be complicit.
I think the way he decided to mimic and troll Trump and the entire MAGA movement is communications masterclass. Quick hi from the future me editing this episode. I just want to add, it's not just about mocking Trump. What Newsom really pulls off is the balance between serious politics, serious communications, getting the message across, and then at the same time mocking, mirroring Trump's style of communicating that really sort of gets under their skin. So that's really the masterclass and really the skill I think is extraordinary. Because he is not only commanding attention from Trump's entire base and the sort of left-leaning media, the entire media landscape on the right has their focus and attention towards Newsom.
Stop sounding too much. Stop sounding like crazy people. That really is all it is. I mean, this idea that Gavin Newsom is somehow going to mimic Donald Trump's style, I think that ignores the fundamental genius of President Trump's political success, which is that he's authentic. He just is who he is. You've got to be yourself. You've actually got to talk to people honestly about the issues. I don't think it's that complicated. Don't be a crazy person. Be authentic. If the Democrats did that, they'd do a hell of a lot better. But
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor, before we get to immigration, I got to ask you about Newsom. You know, you debated this guy. You've seen what he's all about. He's acting real tough now online, or he has a little army that's doing his work for him. What do you make of this guy?
Well, obviously, he's got a very poor record, and we showed that when we did the debate. But, you know, he's spending all this time being cheeky on social media, and yet people can't get permits to rebuild their homes in Southern California.
If you ever knew him, I've known him since he's been mayor of San Francisco, there's no principle behind him. He's a chameleon. He'll change as the weeks go by. If you talked to him a couple months ago, he wanted to be a Republican, if you listen to him, right? He says one thing, does another. He wants to be president, and he thinks this is his road. He's trying to imitate somebody. He can't get there. But when you go against the Constitution and go against the people, and he has done this before, to put something on the ballot to try to lie to the public, and they vote him down. I believe that same thing can happen here. Remember, when this was on the ballot in 2011, it was the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi and Gavin, who spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to stop it because they want all the power from the politicians. Think, 40% of the vote will go Republican about in California, and they'll end up with just 6% of the seats. People don't think that's right because it's more than 5 seats. It's really 9 seats because he takes the swing districts and solidifies them.
I think this is fantastic and it is fun to watch, but there is also I think an unintended consequence, if you can call it unintended, by mimicking and trolling Trump and basically adopting this way of communicating. There is basically no going back. This really has changed our political culture and landscape. So what I want to do going forward is to really dissect what is going on here. I want to have a deep dive with experts on the implications for the US presidential elections, what this could mean for the UK. Really want to have a broad conversation, and ideally, you know, you can feed in. If you have ideas, if you have something you think we should cover, please hit me up. Drop me a message on Twitter/X or Instagram or wherever you can find me. But yeah, this is something I haven't quite seen coming earlier this year. But now we're here with a changed Democratic Party, probably quite hungry to win the midterms. There is new energy in the party, which is fantastic to see. And I really want to analyze what this means for elections going forward and for our broader political culture. So exciting times ahead. Please stay tuned. I'm going to go away, do some work, find interesting guests, and we'll be back really soon, and we will continue this conversation. I look forward to it, and see you soon.